Hey, what's up? PizzaLovingNerd here. We all know Google collects data and everything, and the only way to stop it is to vote with your wallet and not use Google services, right? Well, for a daily driver phone, your option is either a Google Android phone or the lockdown Apple ecosystem, which still collects data, albeit a lot less than Google does. So, what are you supposed to do? Well, you can use something like a Linux phone, such as the Pine phone or Librem 5, but for the time being, those are not daily driver ready. Your other option is a custom ROM, and that's what we are looking at today. We are going to be looking at a custom ROM called iodeOS. Get into it. So, iodeO sent me this 2017 Galaxy A5 with iodeOS on it, and their business model is refurbishing phones and putting iodeOS on them, then selling them. I'm not going to review the phone itself because it's not the most interesting phone. It's just a 2017 lower end mid-range Android phone, so nothing special about it. So this video will mostly be talking about the OS and not the phone itself. The OS is based on Lineage Os and for the most part is open source, although there are a couple of proprietary apps pre-installed, including the pre-installed iodeO app, which I'll get into later. Performance is very good on the phone, even on a lower end phone like a 2017 A5. But to be fair, I am used to bad software performance on a mid-range phone due to the terrible Android 10 update that my Nokia 6.1 got, and that was my last experience with a mid-range Android phone. So, Nokia, if you're a company executive and you're watching this, shame on you. Fix your updates, please. Back on track, MicroG. This ROM is fully de-Googled out of the box with no Google apps pre-installed on it, and other Google things such as the default DNS server and search engine taken out. All Google stock apps are replaced with some other non-Google app, and some of these choices are really good, like CarNet instead of Google Keep, which is an amazing app that I'm glad I discovered through this OS. However, there's also some weird choices such as Magic Earth instead of Google Maps. A weird choice considering the app is proprietary, and there are several other good open alternatives on F-Droid such as OSMan Plus. However, the iodeOS team told me in the future you will be able to remove pre-installed apps and you will even be able to select what apps to install in a setup wizard soon, so that's cool. As for other apps that are not Google that you might want to install, one common issue with de-Googling is the lack of Google Play services working, causing some apps to not function properly. Well, this ROM has something called MicroG pre-installed, which is an open source re-implementation of Google Play services. It also has Aurora Store pre-installed, which is an open source app that lets you download any Google Play app you would want for free without a Google account or any apps pre-installed. And you also don't have to download your Play Store apps through a sketchy third-party website like APK Mirror. Thanks to MicroG, most of these apps should work perfectly, although every once in a while you will find an app with bugs like YouTube Studio, but for the most part, every app you'll want will still work on this phone, even without Google Play services. iodeOS itself ships with two specific apps that are exclusive to iodeOS. The first one being iodeO Browser, which is a fork of Firefox Mobile, which uses Quant by default instead of Google and removes telemetry. There's also the iodeO app, which is the main selling point of this Android ROM. This app is an app that blocks all ads and trackers from your phone system-wide, and it also lets you see what apps are sending the most network requests. It even has a stream feature that lets you see what specific URLs and IPs apps are interacting with. Unfortunately, this app is proprietary, with their explanation being that this is their flagship feature and they don't want another OS to steal it. However, according to Wolfgame's channel, they are working on open sourcing it in the future. Other than that, this app could be a very useful tool to figuring out how much your favorite apps are tracking you. For example, look how much the stock YouTube app tracks. Overall, would I recommend this ROM? Yes. If you'd like to de-Google your phone and see what your favorite apps are doing network-wise, and you don't care if there's a couple of proprietary apps on your phone, this is a great option. Now, of course, because of the pre-installed proprietary apps, if you are one of those hardcore, boss-only Richard Stallman neckbeards, I'd probably recommend de-Google Lineage or even a Linux phone like the Pine phone over this. However, for your average Joe who is just looking to, de-Google and improve their privacy online, iodeO is a very good option for a de-Googled alternative to regular Android. and it's a bit more user-friendly than other OSs like Lineage OS. Anyways, thank you for watching this video, and thanks to my patrons who contribute $5 or more every month on Patreon, including Mitchell Vantino, Sam Covet, Frank, Jim Peter, Mario Scriptsguard, and Pete Nostre. Support really helps and will help me get more hardware for my channel to showcase. Thank you.